It seems like just yesterday that we are anxiously counting down the days to leave. And now, after 2 months spent on the road, we've returned home with incredible memories, lessons learned, and a business to grow. During our 57 days on the road, we drove over 10,000 miles, climbed over 25,000 feet of elevation, and swam in countless bodies of water, while documenting every step along the way. Each moment, both on and off camera, made for an unforgettable trip. And even though we had our fair share of challenging moments, we wouldn't change a damn thing. Missing our friends and families.
We're boondocking, we're staying overnight.
Sleeping in Walmart parking lots.
It's luxury living.
And finally splurging on that rare hotel shower left us feeling thankful for the things we took for granted back home. We even met some friendly characters along the way.
Mike the legend over there.
Whose names we may forget, but whose stories will stay with us forever.
Here we got Mike.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Probably about 500-600 feet from the sun.
We left home with no one but each other,
Very emotional moment for Jonah.
but came back with a laundry list of see you laters, plans for next time, and friends that we would have never met if we hadn't stepped out of our comfort zones. Time never moved consistently. Some days flew by, and others dragged on. But even in the dullest of moments, it was clear that we would look back on this experience and remember the lessons we had learned.
Give us a push. We're gonna go downstream a bit. Keep fishing though. I'm gonna bang you across the front.
Sure, the obvious one stood out right away.
And yeah, I will have to do that. Absolutely.
Take risks,
That's why we put on the hoodie. Folks.
don't let anyone tell you can't do something, and know when to ask for help. But if we've learned anything, it's that we may not truly understand what we've accomplished for years to come. Conversations on the road went from hiking itineraries to potential avenues of business. Ideas began to flow, and the thought of creating something larger than we had initially set out to capture creeped slowly into our minds. The farther we traveled from home, the clearer it became of what we wanted to do with all that we had learned during our 2 months on the road. You see, this trip is the pilot episode, the first chapter, the tip of the iceberg. We're only at the beginning of our journey, and our next focus is to craft this passion into a business. Videography and photography have allowed us to tell you our story these past 57 days, and we'd hope you'd had as much fun watching these vlogs as we've had making them. We can't wait to continue to share our story and document the many adventures to come. So I guess we left you guys with a cliffhanger. Did we successfully launch this business after the past 2 months?
The whole entire reason that we did this was
This basically gave us the opportunity to invest a ton of our time into something that we're a little more passionate about.
and it presented us with that challenge of trying to turn this into something that's not just us walking around in the woods. It's us documenting travels, trying to obtain clients, help other people, and kind of having a chance to make something out of nothing.